Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. This week, brought to you by... I'm Gus.
Okay. I'm Gavin.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Blaine.
And I'm Gus.
I was looking at the wrong camera. Do it again.
We got no Bernie or Barbara.
Bernie...
B team.
Yeah.
Literal bees.
As soon as
Bernie
I told
is-
Paula that I was like on the podcast, she was like, well, who's out of town?
That was my dad's reaction the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bernie
Maybe they hang out.
is normally a very unreliable person, but when it comes to the podcast, he's always here. He was supposed to be here today and then canceled at the last minute. So Blaine, you are a replacement. I'm
That's
sorry to
where
say.
I came in.
He wanted to stay in LA.
Yeah, I guess he's still over there with all of his fucking Hollywood Emmy friends.
Emmys. I actually I went out to the premiere, or I think it was like the cast and crew premiere of the show that they were on, Amazing Race.
Very good.
And afterwards, they're all like gonna go hang out and go to a bar and stuff like that. And I just like Bernie was amongst his friends, and I totally felt like a scale below those guys. Like they're all pretty and beautiful, and they're all hanging out. And I was just like, I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, because you're hideous, Blaine. You're real.
You're
no,
so
they're not.
disgusting.
We've been talking about it.
Ah, okay.
You need some help.
So
You should go to the gym. We get in
probably
shape.
should.
You can help him out, Brandon.
So you just left?
I mean, I was kind of there, and then I had like LA lady friends that I could go hang out with. So I was like, I'm just gonna back out, So
So whenever you go to LA, do you have like a list of women in LA who you can see?
no, a girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, good for you.
So no, used to.
I mean, you still got it then. You still got the list.
Yeah, but I'm not a dick, so yeah.
But you got a dick.
It'd be kind of...
These are true statements.
It'd be pretty rude to go to LA, not see your girlfriend, and instead see like a different girl.
She was in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So then it would
California.
make total sense to not see
There
his
you go.
girlfriend in LA. Then that would be a totally acceptable thing to do.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you so much.
Hey, that's a trunk.
Oh, God, it's heavy. We'll show it off later.
Want to pick it up? I'll see if it's heavy or not. Later. Sorry.
God, Blaine, why does everything like devolve into like feats of strength with you?
Because that's all I know. I have no personality.
Can you stand on your hands?
Can I stand on my hands?
Yeah.
I don't really have good balance, but you want to try?
I mean,
Sure, why not?
you could try. I feel like strong people can hold their own weight upside down.
Talk
Did you see?
while I'm doing this.
Yeah,
talk about
we'll
your
talk about
form.
doing it. Do you see the GIF of that woman who was like stretching? She was in like some weird yoga pose, but she was like doing a handstand essentially, and her legs were curled up back over behind her head, and she did like a push-up like that.
Oh, my God.
I cannot imagine the amount of strength you have to have in order to do that, and balance even.
You're not getting... You're too...
You're too this. You need to be more this.
I saw a video of... Brandon, take care of it.
All right, no, Gus.
No, Brandon, you do it, Brandon.
A video
I'm
of
too
that...
valuable for the company.
one of the women who completed the Ninja Warrior course.
Oh, yeah.
She did a backflip on the red carpet at the Emmys
I
in
saw
high
that.
heels.
That was fucking amazing. Well,
Am I grabbing your ankles?
Yes.
Brandon, what are you doing?
Okay. So, no. So here.
Look at those arms.
You're like,
Wait. You got to leave him balanced and then let go.
All right, when am I going to let go?
Just now.
All right, so that didn't work out very well.
I was trying to balance. I don't have a good balance.
So I guess you never focus on like any kind of balance stuff. I went to the doctor fairly recently, and it was like for like an annual physical, doing like blood work and stuff. And at
Finger
one
in the
point,
butt?
huh?
Finger in the butt?
No finger in the butt. I'm not that old yet. But at one point, the doctor looks at me and goes, "How good's your balance?" Like, "Oh, it's good. He goes, "Why don't you stand on one leg for me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, right away." And like I stood on one leg. He's like, "Hey, put your leg out." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was having a lot of trouble. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "My balance is supposed to be really good." He's, "Yeah, that's what happens when you get older. Your the fluid in your inner ear becomes more solid, and
Fuck.
your balance isn't as good." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, he just destroyed me.
He
What was
could've
the point?
Yeah, he could have told you that instead of putting you through that
He
like,
was like-
existential crisis.
He was like, "Oh, I guess you should do some like balance exercises. Try to see if you can maintain your balance for as long as you can." I was like, "I'm really depressed now."
Is it for your
put
health? Like,
more-
do you have to get better, or is he just being like, you're old, asshole?
Maybe just trying to remind me that I'm old and I need to fucking take better care of myself.
Can't they just shoot more fluid into your ear?
There should be like some kind of replacement.
I feel like
fluid,
over
right?
time, if it evaporates, just put more in, like a car.
Or just like take the old one out, like you get your car oil changed,
Yeah.
you get your ear oil changed.
Doctors.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What's he concerned about, though? Is he concerned that you're going to be walking and just fall over?
Maybe.
Well, now you're aware of it, so you're probably gonna fall more. You'll be coming down the stairs like, whoa.
I almost ate shit outside the bungalow the other day.
On the
For
wooden steps?
Absolutely no reason. On one of the steps, just my shoe just slipped out from under me, and I reached out with my left arm. You know, there's that little fence right there,
Yeah.
and I caught myself. And if I hadn't caught myself, my head would have just gone right back onto the steps.
Oh. Was anybody there to witness it?
No, nobody was there.
Damn.
But I felt so awesome after I caught myself. Like I just shot my arm out and like stopped myself mid-fall. I was like, that was pretty awesome. But nobody saw.
Nobody saw.
I saw Alan eat shit the other day.
Alan Muhammad?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
always falls down. He like cut his arm open.
He's an alcoholic. He drinks all the time. He's drunk.
We had a meeting in the bungalow, and we were leaving, and he's got that stupid Razor scooter, and he got on it, and I was like, "Oh, you look really cool, Alan." And he started scootering away, and he hit his front wheel on the scooter, hit a pothole, and he fell face first. And it was like he skidded on his face in the parking lot. And I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And he like rolled over. He's like, "Yes." The worst part is you just told me how cool I looked on the scooter. He's like, and I immediately face planted.
That is awesome. I think the coolest thing I ever did was there were two dudes about to push me into a swimming pool. We've been like chucking each other in the pool all day. And we were like scrapping, like we were trying to push each other in. And they both pushed me like really hard. And I was like over the water. I reached back and I grabbed them both. Like they were wearing t-shirts. I grabbed their t-shirts and I hung over the pool, and then I pulled back and I swung them both in, and I was still outside the pool. I was like, "Who saw that
Momentum.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was like a pendulum. I came back and they went.
It's like a video you'd see on Break or something.
Yeah,
Or
it
Jackie
was
Chan
back in the
movie.
day.
It was awesome. That was like one of the best moments in my life. Probably.
It's all been downhill since
So I was
then.
probably 12.
I love those moments, and then you always have to just play it off cool, because the second that you're like, "What?" and then
Yeah.
it's not cool. Like, well, I mean, nobody's there for it, but like whenever you're taking a shower, and you're washing your valve, and your like soap slips, and you just like catch it, and then you just go
Yeah.
back. You're always like,
It'd be so cool if you could kind of theater mode your life once you were done, once you're on your deathbed. Just cut together all your best moments that no one has ever seen because no one was filming it.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
I remember there was one time some kids were playing kickball, and I was walking by the base, and some kid just kicked that bouncy kickball. And
Bounce, bounce, kickball.
I can't talk today. I stuck my arm out and just like stopped it right in its place, and everybody saw it, and they're like, "Oh, whoa!" Like, it looked really cool, and I felt really cool. But like, I swear to God, I like tore my shoulder, and my hand was on fire, and I was like, I just poured my drink.
You missed.
Listen, I
I
just
don't
woke
think
up
anybody saw that because it was in the tight, but Blaine just spilled his Topo Chico all over
all over my
himself.
socks. I just woke up like an hour ago. So
Why? You don't have work?
No, I went back. I had a location scout today, and then I went back to my apartment to shower for the podcast. I had like 3 hours of sleep last night.
What happened?
Shaq?
Yeah, I had to drop my girlfriend off at the airport this morning at like 5:30 a.m. too. So just running off fumes here. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're all glad you're here, Blaine. Thank you so much. I think I have those same socks, except you have some napkins over there for you.
Oh, thanks.
I have those same socks that you have on, Blaine, except mine are red. Man, Blaine, you're having no luck today.
What was the coolest thing you've done, Brendan? That nobody saw or people did see but it wasn't on camera?
I don't think I've ever done anything cool, Gavin.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never like done something and been like, that was awesome.
No.
I think there's
No. I've had a very unremarkable life.
I kicked a football into a basketball goal that was like really fucking far away once.
How many
That's
points does
awesome.
that count for? Is that 4?
I think I told the story of the hole in the cliff before on the podcast. You went on it though. There was this hole. I was on holiday, right? Every year we used to go.
Vacation.
I was on vacation. Island called Tenerife, right by Africa.
Okay.
Canary Island.
Side of the worst aircraft disaster ever.
Yep. 2 planes hit each other. Everyone dead. There's a cliff. I wasn't involved in the plane crash. That was in the 80s.
Gotcha.
There was a beach, and there were 2 cliff walls. It was like a tiny, crappy beach. Just pebbles. Nobody was really there. But me and all the friends who I saw every year, we just go down there and like shoot the shit, hang out. And we noticed there was this hole in the side of the cliff, like way up, like almost 100 feet up probably. And we'd always try and throw a stone in this hole. And we would just do it, like as we were hanging out, just someone would throw a stone and then nothing would happen for 20 minutes, someone else would try. This probably went on for about 4 years. And then one year we were like, we've got to get a stone in this hole. We
How
just
big's
have
this
to-
hole?
It was probably like this,
Okay.
way up, like pretty crappy odds.
Yeah.
And then we just like suddenly focused on this hole. Everyone was going, like people were throwing like probably 20 stones missing. I found a chair, plastic chair that had been dumped on the beach. I snapped the leg off. And the way it was, the chair leg kind of came up like this into a curve.
Yeah.
And you know, Highlight has it's the sport where you like win
Yeah.
stuff. So I just eyed it up and I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I put a stone in the chair and I just went, and it just sailed straight into the hole. Oh. And everyone was just like, ah. It was like It was the coolest moment of my life. Like just when I almost got pushed into the pool.
I'd like to
They all
imagine.
cheer for you, and then they moved on like 15 seconds later to something else.
And there was a girl there that I really liked,
Yeah.
and she was
Did you
loving
think she was
it.
super impressed?
She was loving
Was
it.
she?
Yeah, she
I like
was
to
really
imagine like a
impressed.
bunch of bats just like streamed out, like they just start attacking your group.
I'd probably hit a bird's nest or something.
Some birds like, I got the perfect place.
Yeah.
No
The
predators
dodo.
can come here.
It was just so far up, and everyone just watched it like get smaller and go through. It was like,
It was just a swish.
yeah,
So what happened with the girl?
nothing
No.
happened.
Oh.
I had this one girl, and I think you and Dan met her. She was like at RTX a couple of years ago, and she was like, she's, as you would say, very top, really cute girl. And
Would you ever describe a girl as top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
you say
couldn't-
someone looks top.
Okay.
I wouldn't say she is top unless I knew her and she was top.
Seems like you would describe an inanimate object as top.
No, people can be top.
Okay.
Like, oh, that guy's top.
Sorry, Blaine.
It's all right. So this is like this one girl that I just kept fucking up. Like everything I would try to do that was cool would just completely fall flat. That was like right around the time that I got my Jeep, and I had only driven manual like a few times.
Did you get the Jeep for
before.
her?
No, I've always wanted a Jeep, but I every time she was in the car, even when I knew how to drive manual, I stalled the car every fucking time. I looked like the biggest bitch, and she was like, "Do you mind if I drive? Like my dad's a mechanic." And I was like, "Oh yeah, go for it." And she was just like, and she's like perfectly operating it, and I just looked like an idiot. There's a bunch of other shit that
She's had
happened,
your balls like in her hand.
basically.
Did that make you like her more though?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, she's butch, she's cool," and then
Because she can drive?
oh no, the fact that she just showed me up at something. I'm super like my current girlfriend. She's incredible at video games, and she just kicks my ass at everything. I was like, I'm like one of the best Mario Kart players in the office and stuff. And for a while I was, and she just beat me.
What's your favorite Mario Kart?
Well, like iteration of it. I'm really good at the DS version, or 3DS version.
It's a good one.
That's the
You're-
one that we played for a while.
The one in the arcade is amazing.
I've never played that one.
it's
Isn't
so
that a
much
variant
fun.
of Double Dash?
I have no idea.
I don't like that one because they have one at a couple of bars in Austin, but there's like they have items that they don't have in the game that are like really fucking stupid. I can't think off the top of my head what they are, but they're like really shitty items. I think
It's a fun game.
There's like a horn or something. I don't know.
Wasn't Double Dash a turd?
I did not. People like Double Dash. I did not personally like Double Dash.
What was it on GameCube?
Yeah, it was a GameCube one.
Oh, it was the one
I
where
skipped that
someone
one.
was behind you and
Right.
you guys swapped.
Hence the Double Dash.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like
How's
where
it-
Baby Mario was introduced, I think.
I like
No, Baby Mario
64.
existed before that.
Really?
Yeah, canonically, Baby Mario existed before that. God, we're talking.
Canonically.
Oh, hey, speaking of Mario,
Yeah.
can we talk about what a shitfest iOS 10 is?
What?
Gus,
That's a
it's
weird-
great. You can put Mario's face over all your text messages.
For only what,
the-
$3.99?
The Mario stickers are free.
I don't understand the
Okay.
segue. I didn't have an update on my phone
There's
yet.
like
do
you
you
can
mean?
get Mario stickers and place them into text messaging now.
You didn't have an update yet? You just go and update it. What do you mean?
I haven't done it yet.
let me show you what a conversation can look like now in
Okay.
iOS 10.
Wait.
Is this an app?
Careful.
No, I'm showing you. I'm just going to show him. No, this is just in messages.
It's covering the text.
Yes.
Why?
Anyway.
You're making fun of
Wait,
it?
you can write stuff?
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of
Oh, there you go. They've got an example
So
here.
they're trying to make it more like Apple Watchy, I guess, or
There was a
It's
time.
awful.
There was a time where I think Johnny Ive took over all of the way the software looked because he was very hardware, and then he was like, "I'm going to get involved with iOS."
Yeah,
he
they
sort of
fired
streamlined everything.
They fired the green felt guy.
Right.
I like that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. So they like unified everything, made it look pretty sleek. I think it was like iOS 7 or something.
Yeah,
they did
iOS
that.
7,
Everything
yeah.
was like translucent, and it was. I like that update. It was nice. It's garbage now. Like where did Johnny Ive go?
let me
he
tell-
wouldn't like this.
Let me tell you how much further worse it is, Blaine. There is an iMessage app store
an iMessage app store.
where you can go to buy stickers and
So
other
it's an
stupid things.
app- there's already an app store.
No, this is not there. You got to
another-
go somewhere totally different to get to this one.
I guarantee you.
And it's you press the text field, it slides out. Then you go
To the stickers.
on the button, and then
and
you
then you got
swipe.
to no, you got to hit the little 4 thing in the lower left. That little
Horse shit. I don't like, and I don't. The new iPhone, like I think you made a tweet about it, and like it was like, oh, it's like the topical thing, make fun of the new iPhone and stuff like that. I didn't see the press conference or whatever, didn't really look into it. And then one day I sat down and looked at the specifications and all that, and I was like, this is absolutely, it's just shit. It's like, it's not good. Like the The removing the headphone jack, I get that they're trying to push Bluetooth, but it's like, say you wanted to listen to your iPhone while you're charging it or something like that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
When's the last time you
they're
did
killing
that?
Bluetooth.
What? Listen to my
Phone while it's charging.
like on airplanes all the time.
I do it all the time on planes.
Yeah.
They
all right.
they kill Bluetooth.
What do you
Like they invented their own version of Bluetooth that they're going to have like other companies license. That's just better.
What?
Bluetooth sucks. Yeah.
It's just Bluetooth 5 though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't it
the
like-
new version of Bluetooth is fine.
They just keep upgrading Bluetooth.
I thought they created like their own
No.
protocol.
No, it's Bluetooth.
No.
I mean, I know they have their own chip in the
Yeah, the W1.
that like increases what it can do, but I'm pretty sure I need Bluetooth.
Yeah, I
headphones to
connected
work.
my Bluetooth headset fine.
No, I know the Bluetooth works, but I thought they fuck you guys then. I'm gonna keep drinking.
I was gonna
But
get.
I think it's a great
There-
thing. I mean,
Yeah.
if they can get rid of the CD drive, they can get rid of a headphone jack,
Yeah,
which is like.
I'm
30
totally
years old.
happy. I've got
Yeah.
the new iPhone. I'm totally happy with it.
Really?
Fine. Great phone.
You have
did
it on
see-
you right now?
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
They there was
Let's see
a
what's up with the camera.
you know how to use a phone. There was a like a how-to video I saw online where someone showed you how to add a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to a iPhone 7. And all he did was he just got a drill with a 3.5 millimeter bit and then drills it where the headphone jack should be. And he plugs in headphones like, look, you can plug your headphones in now.
So did you drill right through the haptic engine?
I don't know.
whatever
The
it is?
phone still turned on. You can see the screen and it looked like it worked, but who knows what he damaged when he did that.
You make fun of the store, like on all the stickers. I guarantee you that's how they get a ton of users to upgrade their phone, like the OS. Like I remember Paula, one of the biggest reasons she updated the last time was because of a whole new emoji pack. Like
The
that's
thing
just,
is, I'm scared to use any of that new stuff with people who I don't know if they have iOS 10.
All right, because then
It
it just
shows up all weird. It makes you look like a weirdo.
yeah,
Like
it's
when
like
you,
it'll be like a black box or
yeah, or if you like do that thing where you hold down on a message and you can put 2 exclamation points
Oh,
on it.
right,
If
yeah.
you want.
Tactic text.
Yeah, that comes through as like liked, and then it's
and that
weird.
puts pressure on them to update. I'm telling you.
Whoa, is this a new way of like sending text messages or reiterating?
you
text
can
messages?
you can like text messages essentially.
Hey,
That's
send me a
stupid.
text and I'll do something to it, and I want you to tell me what it comes out as. So the thing that I don't like about
Gavin free fuck butt.
the
Go ahead.
new iOS is that sometimes
Ready to send it?
I don't want to use Touch ID. I just want to go straight to my code. Before, I would just swipe to the right and I type the code in. Now that doesn't get you to the code. You have to wait for Touch
for it
ID
to
to
fail?
mess up and fail.
How many times does it have to fail? Is it
I
just
don't know
once?
how many times. It's just annoying. I want to get because sometimes my hands are wet.
No,
or
I get you. I'm just-
like
I'm just
the
curious.
cat bit my thumb off and it doesn't work with Touch ID
Mhm.
anymore.
Well, it's why you put all your other fingers on there. You get all 10 fingers covered.
I tried my nipple and I think my dickhead or my bell end, as you
bell
would
end.
call.
Is there enough detail on the tip of your peen though?
I mean your eye. I'm sure your eyes are all different.
So I'm gonna.
Your eye hole that you pee out of.
I'm
call
gonna
it
do
an
a
eye
third eye.
hole?
It's just it came off my
Third eye?
tongue just now. Yeah, your third eye. I don't know.
Does anybody call it that?
The urethra. The
You're a fucking weirdo.
the monster. The mean cyclops.
So
What's up?
I held down on the message and I put a little ha ha on it. What did it-
laughed at suck butt.
Yeah, see, it makes
I don't
it-
like that.
But for me, it just looks like that little ha ha.
So Bernie used for the longest time read receipts, which I used to fucking hate because
Why?
it's like I would send a text and I would see that he'd read it and he wouldn't respond.
And it's depressing.
Yeah, and it's just like you had the text, you've read the text, responded to the text. But I realized that in itself was its own text message. It's like he's acknowledging whatever I sent. So I turned on read receipts and I fucking love it. But this is like a new shitty thing, kind of like read receipts, where it's just gonna like add another layer to texting that I just don't really like.
Texting just needs to be straightforward and simple.
Yeah.
I don't need
It's not
all
for
this
you
other
guys.
Stickers and shit.
Who's it for, Brandon?
It's for like,
Millennials?
yeah.
No, who?
Well, I guess we are millennials.
Yeah, aren't you in that category?
No. Like it's for people between the ages who are just getting cell phones now. Like, I guess, how old are you when you get a cell phone now? Like 12?
10.
Yeah.
12-year-olds can't afford a fucking iPhone.
Yeah, but their
Your
parents
parents
get
sure
it
as hell
for them
can.
because they have an iPad. It's basically for like that generation, like between 12 and maybe 18, 16, is to get them into the phone. It's not for us.
I feel like millennials is there's too much difference within that generation.
It's a
I
big.
agree.
Like I'm a millennial,
Okay.
but the younger millennials, they're totally different.
I wish there was another name for them because I always see some shitty thing. For instance, I was at Mount Bonnell with my girlfriend. Super romantic moment. We're watching
Making
the
out?
Hey,
sun.
do you know Blaine had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
We've been dating for like 7 months. We're just, I don't know. Fuck you. Anyway, so we're watching the sunset, really nice moment, stuff like that. And then I hear this tinny fucking like shitty music playing. And then I look over and it was like exactly what old people see our generation as, I'm sure. Cause like it was just a bunch of kids literally taking selfies and their flash was just going off and the sun was setting and they were over there taking pictures. And it just,
You sound like such an old dude.
I know.
I wanted to throw rocks at them.
Why?
Because they were so
Well,
obnoxious.
the way to do it, you snap off the leg of a chair, right? You place the rocket, and wing it,
zing
like
it.
that.
No, it's just rude. Like they were favoring technology over enjoying nature. That's like one thing that
You do sound like an old
Barbara and I learned in that connected doc was that like we're missing moments every day
I
because
feel
we're
like
always
I'm
on our
never
phone.
missing it though. Like I can look at a sunset and be like, "That is a nice sunset." Now I'm going to take a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had both experiences. Now I can remember it in picture form.
I get
can still
that.
see it in real life.
But
Boom.
It almost
know,
never
they're
looks the same
ruining-
in picture form, though. That's the thing that gets me, is how diluted and shitty the experience is for most people when they use, like, a camera phone. Oh, speaking... And I think most people with cameras don't know how to use them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
I was walking down the street the other day. I was in New York last weekend. And I was walking down the street. God damn it, Gavin. And it was, like, dusk. Like, the sun had just set, so it was dark. This woman... I was walking kind of past Times Square. And this woman was walking in the opposite direction of me on the sidewalk. And I don't know what she saw behind me. There's something she wanted to take a picture of. So without stopping, she like gets out her SLR, puts it up to her eye. The flash comes out. She takes a flash photo in the middle of the
Yeah.
street. Like pointing out, like, that's not coming. I don't know what you were looking. You're not, that photo's not coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was you were trying to get a photo of. You didn't get it.
the flash didn't reach it.
The flash didn't reach it. You didn't even stop to try to take the photo. You mid-step used a flash. Like, no, that photo is me doing this.
I'm sure, even with DSLRs, I'm sure over 50% of people don't know what aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and
Yeah.
Let's put it on auto.
Yeah.
Take a photo. At that point, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But at that point, your mobile phone probably does a better job, like, of taking a photo.
Yeah, and a $700 camera with a $30 lens. And again, your phone probably looks better, has a better picture.
Just because it's easier, you don't have to like
Yeah.
fuck with it, right? Like you don't have
Well,
to
the
set
quality's better
your
than those like
aperture and-
stock lenses that cameras come with.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like plastic.
Yeah.
kit lens.
Yeah.
Now we're
I
getting
use
into
a kit
the
lens.
snobby photography.
I'm just saying.
The
No, my
snobby.
sister asked me to bring my DSLR. Her daughter was having her second birthday. My niece was having her second birthday party, and I was out there taking. It was fun. Like I think I might get a Leica. Those are like super nice, super
Yeah.
fancy cameras, but
Expensive.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive.
I-
It felt really creepy though because there was a bunch of little girls there, and I was taking pictures of all of them. But my sister told me to, so it was okay. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What's in that
Like
box?
all of them, like each one of them, like you take them aside and
I smashed my DSLR the other day.
why?
Oh, the one that you.
Oh, I
filmed
saw it.
someone?
You tweeted a photo of it, right?
Yeah, like I've dropped that thing a lot. It's bounced around. It's fallen over. It blew over.
Got paint all over it.
It's been exploded on with paint.
Yeah.
I it was really dumb. It was like the lamest way I could break it. The lights were off in my office, and it was just on the tripod, just really low on the floor. I just kicked it over,
Oh.
and it just smashed like the very top of the Canon logo off. Still fine, but now where the flash sits is like there's a hole.
Yeah.
Keep stuff in there now.
Yeah, I want to read this here.
Read that thing.
I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by. Actually, I have a trunk here. I just opened it. Have not looked at the closing here yet, but you'll see what it looks like. Ooh, what is this?
We're gonna dress
Oh,
it.
this is
Is that
a
duvet?
jacket.
Oh, put that on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna try it on.
Oh.
There's some shirts here. Go through the shirts.
Can I have a shirt?
No,
Okay.
I mean if you pay me for it, you can have the shirt.
Oh.
Oh, they probably wouldn't fit you. These are for me.
I like the little bow. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Was it like an evening jacket?
It's sophisticated.
Blaine, I think this would suit you well.
the inside.
It's a large. I don't know if I, ooh, hood braids. It's nice.
Ooh,
Fancy smoking jacket.
I like this.
Hey, who's that fancy boy?
Don't worry,
That's
this is the rest of the podcast.
That's a keeper.
Can I really take these home?
No, you can't.
Yeah, you never offered.
I gotta pay for those.
I thought I'd try that.
It is my actual trunk. Like if you keep that, I have to pay for it.
You don't get it for free?
No, I use the service. I believe in our sponsors, Gavin. You see, I got a belt also and some Cole Haan shoes.
This is really soft.
I just assume that everything that sponsors the podcast you get for free.
Oh,
As do I.
Feel how soft this is.
Yep.
Yeah, I can imagine this on, guys.
they're not bad. I might keep these. I might keep these shoes.
So Gavin, oh, were you? I'm sorry. Were you done with the?
Yeah, give me.
Jesus Christ. So Gavin, you were on set. What happened? You dropped the clothes.
Damn it.
What's that behind
No
my
one's even
head?
getting up to get it.
They're not behind some like endless hole. They're right behind the couch. So Gavin,
Yeah.
we're not going to name names.
Okay.
Or give any sort of descriptions, even say which episode or anything like that. But do you remember on the set of $1 Million Butt where there's this guy that was going around taking photos of people?
He was good. Oh yeah, like yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Was that like, what was your experience like with that? Because so basically there was a guy, and I don't know, Brandon, if you've worked with him, but I think he's like a local Austin actor. But there's this guy that comes to set, and apparently like it's this thing, but he brings his digital camera and he goes around and he takes pictures of everybody on set. He'll be like, "Hey, can I take a picture of you?" And you'd be like, "Sure," and then he takes a picture of you.
He didn't ask me that.
He just did it.
Well, I think my call time was way later than everyone else. So I got there and he was like, "Have I taken a picture of you yet?" And I was like, "No." I just assumed he was taking a picture for like
Wardrobe.
continuity, yeah, or wardrobe or something. So he took one of me, and then he was just taking pictures of everyone. He's like, "What's your email address? I'll send it to you." I was like, "I don't want it." That's a picture of me. I got loads of those.
So I was the one guy that didn't let him take a photo of me.
You said no.
And everybody was like, "You're gonna get murdered later." But the guy was like, "Blaine, can I take a picture of you?" And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm like really busy right now. Like I was, in the middle of directing and telling things where things were going. And he kept coming up to me that day and asking if he could take my photo. And I was like,
Just let him do
no,
it.
no, because then it became this thing of like,
Is it just now principle?
yeah, it's the principle of it. It's like I'm not comfortable with this guy taking photos of me.
You know, everyone else's photo is on a wall in his house with a sign that says, "Will not murder these people."
And then mine is like behind a bush shots. He's like, "Kill this guy."
That was a strange man.
He was.
He was very weird, but I mean, it's not like he's taking anything from me by taking a picture. It's just like
Just your
yeah.
soul.
Yeah, your soul.
No,
according
my
to the
soul's not in that
Native
picture.
Americans. Yeah, that was just
Doesn't
really
bother
weird
you if he's going to
experience.
do something weird with it?
Jerk
No,
off
I mean,
on
you
it.
can just
with-
find a picture of me online.
Right.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, but he took this one. It was like more.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Just take the picture. It's fine.
It seemed kind of serial killery to me. I think there's another. I think someone in working wardrobe refused. She's like, "No, I'm not comfortable with that." And he's like, "It's just a picture." She's like, "No, I don't know." It's really
Maybe
weird.
his memory's really bad, and he wants to remember everyone he's ever
Oh,
worked
now I
with.
feel
It's like a
bad.
memento type thing.
He's there compiling. Oh, he's like, that was a great day. Who was the director? Damn it!
If only I could remember.
Can't picture him.
I'll have to
Or maybe
kill
he's
him
a
later.
scrapbooker.
It's like a memento thing. He can't remember. He's got to like have a photo of you.
Yeah.
Well, he's just gonna forget. It's weird how that is. Like I'll look through my camera roll on my phone, and it's almost like a time capsule. Like going back, like, oh, I remember when we did this. I remember when I did that. So I could see like him wanting to take photos like that. It's very much like that. Like, oh right, this was at RTX 3 years ago. Like you can contextualize it based on the date range and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, I get that, and I totally get taking photos or your camera out and taking photos and things like that. But it wasn't like these were photos of like memories. It's like, oh, here they are setting up this scene. What wacky times! It was like he would put you up to a brick wall and take a picture of you.
It was like every picture was a mugshot.
yeah,
Oddly.
It wasn't. There was no memories. It was just creepy, calculated kill people.
I
behavior.
tried speaking of pictures, I tried one of the new features of iOS 10 in that you can now like ask Siri, hey, show me all the pictures of me in San Francisco.
Oh,
And it will like cross-reference San Francisco and your face because it recognizes that. And I was just like saying different people's names and it was showing me them. And I was like, I wonder if it can tell pictures without faces in. So I said, show me pictures without faces. And it just Googled that. Not pleasant.
Oh god.
I was just like, I didn't take these.
Hey Siri, show me pictures of me. I didn't know I could do that.
I started getting into Reddit recently. There was this one thread. It was like, what are the most shocking photos you've ever seen? It was an Ask Reddit question. Holy shit. That would I went to a dark place.
I do it.
What is that?
No photos or videos.
Wait, what is it? Show pictures of.
Oh wait, it says show pictures of me. I don't do that.
Do
Hey
show.
Siri, show me pictures of me.
Learn how to talk, bitch.
Maybe it hasn't put you.
It probably doesn't
me
know who
with,
I am. Yeah.
Do Esther or someone.
I don't know. I don't know if it's associated. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh.
I probably haven't associated anybody.
Thank God that technology exists, because without it and that level of organization, I would have no idea what happened in my life. Like if you asked me what happened in 2012, I'd be like, I don't know.
You don't remember?
No,
2012.
I can't tell you what I did in 2012. But if I get my phone out, I'll be like, oh,
You
that
couldn't
happened.
name one thing in 2012 that we did.
No,
I think it was
I can't. I don't know if I went to a con that year. I don't know.
We did the Horde mode immersion.
No idea.
that was my
Oh no, that was
first.
2011.
See,
Yeah. 2012 was the
just
day
transferred
5
to UT.
shoot.
It was day
I
5.
don't think I remember much of my life till I was like 11.
Yeah, but you were well past 11 in 2012, Brandon.
Right, I'm just saying, I'm adding to that.
What are you just saying?
I'm adding to the list of things like I don't remember from
So-
life, and it's just like having this to chronicle it.
You don't remember before 11, and you don't remember 2012.
No, there are a lot of other years I don't remember.
But you'll
I'm saying,
never
like,
forget
I was like
9/11.
11 before I started remembering, I can go back to when I was 11 to remember stuff.
one
Before that, I
laughed.
don't know. Like at what age do you kind of remember life existing?
I remember stuff from when I was really young. I remember being in Austin, and I moved out of Austin when I was 3. So I remember
Really?
pretty early. I mean, I don't remember a lot from that young, but I have a couple of memories of Austin.
No idea.
I definitely remember before 11.
I have good memories of when I started school.
Yeah.
I guess around 5. But all the memories before that are just stuff I was scared of.
Huh.
I had a toy fire engine that was really loud, scared the crap out of me. The Hoover, scary.
What's the Hoover?
Vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
I also
Really?
used to be scared of people playing pool.
Really? Did you not like the
Because
sound?
I would watch the hands and the pool cue would be like, and I was like, how is it doing that? That's crazy.
My dad would play this game with me and my little cousins where he would dare us to stick our hands on the pool table and he would just roll it, or he would hit the ball and the cues would just like hit their fingers like, ow!
Why?
Because little kids are fucking dumb and they just kept doing it
like
because they want to
torture.
win. But my dad was an adult man who would just murder their fingers.
Your dad has some aggression issues
No,
to work out
he's
there.
a funny dude. He's good.
I had a proper movie moment the other day. Meg was out of town once again, and I was asleep. And I guess my face was right on the very edge of the bed, like my mouth was open. And in my dream, I think Meg like kissed me on the mouth or something. And I was like, that's a nice thing to wake up to. I just assumed she was doing it in real life. Woke up, wasn't Meg, she wasn't in town. I was just like this. My cat had, like got up on, like climbed up on his back legs, and he just put his paw in my mouth. It was like he was reaching into my mouth to like get my tongue or something. I was just like, it was disgusting.
I would love to know,
It was
like,
gross.
what the thought process the cat had
Yeah.
that led it to do that. Like,
Wake up and stroke me.
it's like I've never touched his tongue. I'm gonna try that.
He was just so accurate. I don't think he touched anything else on my face. It was just like straight into my mouth.
I've been doing this.
Did
gonna get
you
sick
immediately
now.
think about all the times it like walks around in like a litter box?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I washed my mouth hard.
There was so you mentioned Meg, and it made me think about the story I read earlier today, where there was a Japanese cosplayer who took photos with a live 37-pound octopus
Oh.
for some reason, and it's just like her with this giant, looks like a tentacle monster.
Oh.
And it's alive?
Yeah,
How's it not grabbing her? And
yeah. I was wondering the same thing. Apparently, it did cover her with squid ink though.
Is she naked?
So then she was
It's
basically
hard to
just
tell.
acting out like every person's vision of
I mean-
hentai then.
Should be covered like down there, right? I mean,
they couldn't have
Like-
put the octopus the right way up. You know, his anus is out in the middle of that photo.
Well, yeah, but all of his like suckers are out too. That's what like makes it more titillating.
Heh, that's a good word. You're talking about your cat. We have a dog who is also named Gus. No relation.
Who's we?
Live action. It's
Y'all have a dog over there named Gus, and this is how I find out about it.
yeah. He's a really good boy. He's a really good boy.
Better than Gus?
10 out of 10 doggo. So
12 out of 10.
Uh,
We rate dogs.
yeah, he's really nice. And I've been doing this thing for a week where Ellie, his owner, will put a handkerchief around his neck every now and then. She does like a yellow one. For whatever reason, I have a ton of handkerchiefs. So for a week, every day for every 3 hours, I would switch out the handkerchief and not tell anybody and just kind of like be at my desk and just watch. And people are like, oh, did you switch out your hanky? And like everyone was like really confused. And at first it was like a cute like, oh, who did this? And then people were like, who did this? Like, Gus, who's doing this to you? And they're like really confused. But yeah, that's Gus. Gus. Yeah, he had like black, pink, yellow, blue, and red.
You do the weirdest stuff secretly.
Oh, but he's so
You
cute.
have the weirdest ideas.
And he was the perfect accomplice because he would like
He wouldn't tell anyone?
Yeah, he wouldn't tell anybody, and I would put him on, and then I'd be like, okay, go, and then he would just be like, oh no. Yeah.
So did you go out and like buy all of these like handkerchiefs specifically for this reason?
No, I have. I carry handkerchiefs around just because it's like they're just perfect for like I was
Jacking
like
off and
driving one time and my hair kept on getting my eyes, so I like pulled back. That's when I had longer hair.
Wait. Are you serious?
Yeah, like a little Rambo bandana. It wasn't like the Betty or whatever Rosie the Riveter. It was like the.
Why do you need like 8 different ones?
Well, so I had 2 because they come in packs of 2, and then I can't remember. I had a pink one in my thing for like I think it was like wardrobe or something else, and then I went to wardrobe department and I was like, hey, I'm doing this stupid fucking thing. Can I borrow some handkerchiefs?
Do you ever put them in your back pocket?
No,
Sticking out?
I heard that sometimes.
Some sort of signaling there?
Yeah, I was going to
for
say, do you
what
have
you're
them like
into?
to signal what you're into, like what you're looking for?
Right, so I know that's
a
a thing, and then I also know it's like a gang thing too. So
what is that? Like,
I think the combination of color and which pocket butt cheek you put it in is like an indicator of.
you want to get fucked.
what if you're colorblind?
Or you want to fuck? You want to fuck?
What
Yeah.
if you're colorblind?
Yeah, and you don't know which comment. Like, it's an accident.
Then it's like potluck, man. It's like, I don't know what I'm going for, but I'm gonna get it.
I'd like to imagine there's like some mechanic somewhere, like a real salt of the earth, like Republican dude, and then some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey, you wanna blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Because handkerchiefs and
So a much better story than that. Have you seen that We Rate Dogs Twitter account?
No.
Where it's like people send them dogs and they rate the dogs, and
Out of 10?
all the dogs they rate are like 12 out of 10.
sometimes they don't do dogs. It'll be like, I don't know, a lizard.
And
Weird dog.
someone got mad at them and tweeted at them and wrote, "Your rating system sucks. Just change your name to Cute Dogs." And they asked, "Why are you so mad?" He said, "Well, you give every dogs 11 and 12. It doesn't make any sense." He just replied, "Aren't they good dogs?" It's like, it's a perfect response.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You showed me the best news story about the woman who fell asleep in the Uber.
Oh, God, yeah.
The map was so. We gotta get
Yeah.
the map up on the screen.
There was a woman in London who had, I guess she was going home. I think she had been out with her friends, and she decided she was going to go home. I guess she just had to go like a 5-minute walk, but she decided to take an Uber instead.
Which in London is probably a 6-minute car ride.
Yeah, and so I guess she got in the Uber, and fell asleep. The driver woke her up when she got home, and she went to bed. Then woke up the next morning, got the receipt, and the receipt was like for £85. So she looked at the map and the Uber receipt, and he had driven her for 35 miles around London in like the most roundabout way.
But not even near where she was going.
It's like he drove in the wrong
Like,
direction.
if she woke up 10 miles away from, like, that's a huge risk.
Yeah,
And also, it
ballsy.
draws the map out when you're done, so you can see exactly where you were.
Maybe he's just driving till she woke up because he was
That's
like,
the map.
Oh, that's the
So
map.
The 2 dots are where she started and where she was
Jeez.
going to.
Wow, that
He
guy's
went-
an asshole.
God, he went all the way to Wembley.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can see how long the trip lasted for.
do you think he just made a bunch of stops along the way?
He was like running
The
errands.
bank, yeah.
That must have been like an hour.
It must have taken a long fucking time.
Depends what time of night, I guess. I assume she was hammered.
Yeah,
It was a
maybe.
Sunday night. Doesn't say.
Hour and a half.
Does it say- oh yeah, total trip time 1 hour 30 minutes. Yep. Damn.
There was a guy who proposed to his girlfriend. They were like running buddies, and they did some sort of like Map My Run app or something. And he ran along this specific trail, and at the end they're like, "Oh wow, let's see what our time was." And then it spelled out "Marry Me." But it was so fucking like there was like all these intricate details, and it's like, oh, they're on this road for a block and then another block. The girlfriend must have known something, right? Because it was just the most sporadic pattern of running.
Well, she must have thought this is a weird path, but I don't think she would have thought he's spelling something right now.
You don't think so?
No.
She's like, "Oh, let me pay attention to the route we're running, so I forgot what we're spelling."
Yeah, I assume she just thought he was lost.
I don't know. It's a sweet story, but it was just like I feel like something would have been,
You think she'd be skeptical if that ever happened again? Like they were running in a bunch of random areas, and she's wondering, like, is this his way of asking for a divorce?
Yeah.
She's gonna come up.
How do they stop it and start it like that?
Oh yeah. Will you marry?
Yeah, that is a fucked up run.
I think those
The
are
WS.
Those might be
What?
kilometers or something.
For the W, must have gone
Up like half a block
half
and
a
turned
block and
around.
then come back down it, and then gone up the next one.
You have to freak out if this was a complete accident. And she's like, yes. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I was just really lost. I don't know where I was going.
Yeah, this is.
It'd be funny if it was like some kind of like crowdsourced run. It's like it downloads and it's like, this is a popular run in your area. And it's like, oh shit.
Oh,
It'd be funny
man.
if he was secretly mad at her and instead just spell out bitch or something and then just didn't say anything. It's like, that'll get her.
It's like incredibly passive aggressive.
Yeah.
There was this. I was going downtown this one time, and I called an Uber, and or a Lyft. There was an error, and there was like a bunch of women in the car, and I think they were on like some what's the thing, bachelorette party, and the driver was like, "Oh, there must have been a mistake. Like these girls had the car at the same time that you got it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just take the next one." They're like, "No, you can come along. Like we can split the ride." I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." So I jumped in with like this pack of women. It was pretty cool.
A pack of women.
A gaggle of women, and
A murder of women.
and I was like, "Hey, why don't you just drop me off wherever, and then just keep the ride going? It's under my thing. You guys cancel the ride. I'll just pay for it. You guys are celebrating your bachelorette party. Let me take care of it." They're like, "Oh, that's so nice." So like, I was like, going from 6 up to my house, which is like pretty far north, and then I was like, "Yeah, just take them wherever." And then I looked at the map, and the guy basically, like, all he would have had to have done was go down a couple more blocks down 6th Street and drop them off and then gone to my place. But they joined me on the ride to my house and then back down and then over. They were in that car way longer than they needed to be. I felt like a total cock at the end of the day. Because they were
Well,
there for
at least you paid for their Uber ride.
Yeah,
that
that's
was very
true.
nice of you.
How much was it?
I don't remember. I was drunk.
Did I tell you what happened with the room at Paula's bachelorette party? Remember I told that story to anybody?
No.
So her and her friends going, to Vegas for her bachelorette, and I'm like, it's gonna be a lot of them. I'll get a suite. Planet Hollywood's actually a really cool hotel for like younger people. So I got a suite at Planet Hollywood. It looked really nice. The one thing they don't tell you, but it kind of makes sense, is all of the suites are themed around different movies. And I
Okay.
was like, all right. I mean, that just could be kind of cool. And so they get in there, and then
Wait, were you there?
no.
Oh.
I mean, it was the phone. So they get in there, and I was like, "Oh, so what's going on?" And she doesn't want to tell me, and I'm like, "Oh, what's the problem?" And then she texts me back this picture of like a full-size Borg costume from Star Trek. The entire room is themed after the Star Trek series, and not even the new movies, like Voyager. There's like a coffee table with like Klingon weapons in there.
That's
and-
awesome.
Yeah, it's like they Googled my name because it was under my name, and like we're like, oh, this guy would love Star Trek, and then it was a bunch of like
Do you
12
like Star
girls
Trek?
who showed up. Yeah,
Yeah, you like Star
You know
Trek. We
that?
talked about that.
Are you serious?
I'm just asking.
Do you not know that about me?
I do not know that about
I'm
you.
watching Enterprise right now.
Why?
I thought I'd give it a shot, and it turns out they have this like really hot Vulcan, and I'm like waiting for that to go somewhere, but it's not. It's not a very great show, but I'm sticking with it.
How's married life?
Good.
Why are you saying it on a
You
high
could say
note?
like the higher the responses, the higher in pitch,
I
the,
thought a
the
story
more
would
you
come out,
question
or
it.
like something of note. But it's just good.
Well,
Just generic.
our ceremony is it's in like 6 weeks, and
Yeah.
yesterday she told me that I should probably go to the gym now
Eee.
before, and it's like it's not even hinting. It's just kind of very you're fat and out of
You
shape.
don't look fat.
No, you just gotta get under here, and you
Yeah,
gotta see it.
I can sympathize.
Paul's
I
Thank
got
you.
that. Yeah.
It's called skinny fat, apparently.
I invented skinny fat. Don't
Did you
tell me
really?
that.
I remember we did
my
a
thing.
we did a short, and there was like a profile picture of you, and
One with
remember
Carrie?
the one with Carrie was
Oh
an
yeah,
intern.
yeah.
And you were like, I
Oh,
look like my chest looks like an alien. Like
Yeah,
his
it's
eyes
such
and-
a weird body shape.
Yeah, no, you and I are.
I've got it a little worse than you.
We should go to the beach together.
Yeah, we'll go when we help Blaine at the gym.
Yeah.
We can
What
work
kind of
out.
exercise do you do?
I run.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How far?
Trying to be better about it. I try to do a few miles a day. I have a treadmill, so it's
Oh, you
easy.
do?
Yeah,
I do as
don't
well.
have to go outside.
Meg actually just ran a half marathon at the weekend.
Nice.
She went to Seattle to participate in one.
And what did you do?
I didn't want to travel. Like I cherish any weekend where I don't have to be anywhere. I just like sitting at home at the weekend. But moral support. I ran a half marathon on the treadmill at the same time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
But I have a thing in my house where I can only run on the treadmill in the day because at night, if I have the light on and the treadmill on, it trips the breaker.
Only at night?
Well, because the light is on.
Oh, weird.
It's like that plus the treadmill. I can only run in the day. Or I could run in the dark on a treadmill, but that seems
Yeah,
dangerous.
that's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Do you have a Nest or like an Echo Bee or whatever?
Yeah.
Like smart thermostat? Did you get the rebate with the Austin Energy company
I
when
mean,
you
if
buy
that's
it?
something you have to set up, then no. 'Cause I didn't
Yeah,
do that.
it's like you get this great discount, and I'm like, sweet. There's no strings attached.
Don't you have? Okay.
But apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, the strings for like one $50 discount are that you can't turn on the air conditioner during the week before 6 p.m. So it was like 85 degrees, and I'm like, cool off, and it's like, well, all right, but you're gonna lose that $50 rebate, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Wait, why do they care?
Because like
So you're
cities
using less
don't want
energy.
to build more air conditioning capacity or spend more money in the summer
Air conditioning
on
capacity. Very technical term.
electrical capacity to handle like the air conditioning needs in the summer because you don't need them in the winter. So they're giving people one-time $50 rebates to not use the AC and just like bake.
What's like an expense that you make every now and then? And you're like, this is really dumb, but it's conveniencing my life, so I don't really care. For instance, I park on my street, even though I have a parking spot in my parking garage for my apartment, but my spot is like on the top floor, so it's just
So
like
you
fuck
pay
it.
extra to
Yeah.
park on the street.
It's like $1.50, and then once it hits 6 p.m., then it doesn't really matter anymore. So it's like that kind of thing. Like, do you do anything like that, where it's just like a stupid expense that you're just like,
Any of like the airport security clearance stuff that I pay for is like a stupid expense. It's unnecessary, but it's convenient. Like,
I need
so,
to get
What's-
TSA pre-approved.
Yes, I've got pre-check and clear. It's like I've got both. Like you could probably make do with one, but
You
What does
can make
Clear
two with
do?
one.
clear lets you, so you don't have to show your ID. Use biometric scanning, and once you scan in, you cut to the front of the line.
They like literally walk you up to the
Yeah,
front
they
of
walk
the
you to
line.
the front of the pre-check line.
Next time you're at the
That's tough.
airport, just take a look. It's like a big blue light, and it's like a kiosk machine, like a
Is that in
red
Austin?
box machine.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's only in certain airports.
It's only at in Austin. It's only at checkpoint 1.
That's the new one.
The one off to the
I
left.
never go. That was always the busiest.
I only go there now
Yeah.
because I can get.
I
through.
probably can't even do that anyway.
Wait,
Foreign.
checkpoint one's the busiest city, Austin Bergstrom?
Yeah.
No, middle one is the one that you.
Middle one's always empty when I go.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
the one
I
that's
think
always
the one that's empty is 3.
3. Yeah,
3 sucks.
3 does suck.
This is the worst conversation we've ever had.
You're ever flying into the Austin airport, you get all the inside information.
Boring conversation.
I
I was at the airport when I was flying out to New York the other week. There was an old couple in line, like getting ready to board right by me, and we're getting ready to get on the plane. They're about to start boarding, and there's an announcement over the loudspeaker that's like, "Mr. Jones, come back to security checkpoint 2. You left your cell phone and your ID."
Michael left his phone.
And the old couple standing there, and then after like 2 seconds, the older woman like elbows the man. Is like, "That's you. They're calling you." And he's like, "What? Oh, okay." And he like left. It went back to security. So how were you gone for that long? Like you don't realize you're missing all your shit.
I flew out Saturday morning, and my gate was like gate 22, and security checkpoint 1, the new one, is by gate
Opposite
1.
side.
But I was like, it's new. I've never seen it, so I went out of my way to go to it, and then I get through it, and I'm like, oh my god, my flight's on the other side of the airport. I'm just gonna chill here because it's like 4 a.m, and then like. I wasn't paying attention. I dozed off a little bit, and I missed my
God.
flight.
Oh,
because I
God.
was like too lazy to go. It
You-
was worth it. It's a very nice checkpoint.
That is so stupid, Brandon.
You know how excited I get with stuff like this.
You got so excited you fell asleep.
Well, no, I was so excited. I went to the other side of the airport, and then I got in, and I was like fucking tired. I was like, look, I got an hour and a half. I'm just gonna chill here, and then I'll walk
That is
to my
terrible.
gate. Yeah, it was
You
bad.
spent far too long at the airport that day. That sounds terrible.
No,
I've
it's
never-
crazy. There was another flight to Houston 30 minutes later, and then there was another flight to Monterrey, Mexico 30 minutes after that.
Oh,
It
so
was
fine.
I have never missed a flight in my life.
I've only missed like connecting flights where my inbound flight is delayed.
I've done that.
Yeah,
But that's
as
out
far
of my
as
control.
origin, you are correct.
Yeah.
because you're not a psychopath.
Yeah.
no, I was so excited. I never got to go.
You were in the airport.
I know, but it was so early, and I had like already walked to like the very end to go through the new checkpoint, which was it's
We
very
have
nice.
we have an employee here who moved to Austin fairly recently, and her family is from another city.
Name him.
I don't want to name her. Nobody in the podcast, nobody who's watching knows who she is. And her family was going to come down and visit her one day, and they missed their flight. And they said that they just got to the airport and they were having a really good breakfast, and they didn't realize that the plane took off.
Wow.
It's like the same kind of thing where it's like I can't understand
How often
being
does
at
that
the airport and missing your flight. Like being there with plenty of time and still missing your flight.
It
Although
was
I
so
almost
early.
missed a flight with Bernie once. in Florida airport. We had a connection there.
Bless you.
The Florida airport.
We were just like getting bevs, and it's like, oh God, final boarding, go. But that was the closest.
I missed a
When I
flight.
travel alone, I'm like the perfect traveler. I leave the best time.
Yeah. I missed a flight because I was drunk the day before, and I was like super hungover. And then I missed a flight with Aaron. We were going to go to Los Angeles for this thing. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to talk about that. We did like an audition for something. It's kind of a long story. We'll have to get Aaron on the podcast and we could talk about it. But we missed a flight together, and it actually like it's far less stressful when something shitty happens when you have a friend there to just fucking joke around about it, because like it was like such a shitty situation, but we were just cracking jokes the whole time, so it was like totally chill.
What was shit about it?
I mean, someone bought us a plane ticket to go somewhere, and we were supposed to go there, and we missed our flight, and then like we had to reschedule a day's worth of events based off of us missing that flight
How did you, if it's such an important flight?
because we got there super early, but it's fucking Austin Bergstrom, and it was like I think the weekend of South by Southwest or something, so there's people just like an exodus out of Austin.
How early though? I want to hear what super early means.
I think we got there probably like 50 minutes before doors closed.
Not early.
maybe boarding.
It's not early at all.
I don't know, but it was like super early in the morning, and we were up late the night before doing paperwork stuff. And
Because you woke up early, that doesn't transfer into we were early.
so I know
for
how
our flight.
time works, Gavin, but it was just early. No one's to blame. It was just a silly
You're
joke.
to blame.
No, it's good times.
Bernie must be watching the podcast because he's telling me other times that you have missed flights. He's
Lucasfilm.
texting me right now.
Oh, I did miss that. I missed 3 flights, and they were all within the same year, within like 3 months of each
You
other.
have got to get your shit together.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life,
Are
Gavin.
you late to meetings? Are you late to stuff?
Always. We have a Monday morning
That's
meeting
bad business,
at
Blaine.
10:30 a.m. I show up at 10:33 on the dot every time, and it's like the universe does not want me to show up on
The
time.
only thing
It's not the universe. It's you.
No, I wake up early,
It
and
is
it's just
you,
like I'll get hit
Blaine.
by
Blaine, you
traffic,
cannot
or I'll be
transfer
taking
this
a shit.
responsibility to the
That's
universe.
Or I'll be
That's
enjoying
the way
It
the
is
world
you.
works. If there's traffic, you gotta put in the time in case of traffic. That's what being on time
I
is.
hate this like shifting of responsibility. It's the universe that doesn't let me go to
It
that
is.
meeting.
What time? What
No.
time is wake up early?
Well, what's the time of the thing that I gotta go to?
What time's wake up early?
Oh, like 9 a.m.
You're the worst.
Sometimes my AD knows that I'll be showing.
Your
Drew,
what?
My assistant director knows that I'll be showing up like 5 minutes. He always expects that I'll be showing up 3 to 5 minutes late.
I'm always on time for everything except $1 million, but I'm always deliberately 40 minutes late, which puts me in at just around 10 minutes before you're ready for me.
You walk in, get your makeup done, and then immediately sit down, and there
Yep.
you go.
Because every time I'm on time for $1 million, but I
Sit around.
sit there with my thumb in my ass for at least an hour or two. So if I'm 40 minutes late, that's just about
It's
right.
like the Bernie Burns School of Logic.
But now that I've told them that, they'll call me, and
Even-
then I'll still be.
until even earlier. Yep.
That's a Mark Gibsonism. Thumb up the ass. My dad always had
Yeah.
sit around with your thumb up the ass. Shit the bed, Junior.
let me-
No, we made a new system for you, and then we've implemented it for the other talent to where we don't call you until we're like ready to go, pretty much. Like you have like a.
I mean, I'm fine waiting when it's
flexible
like
call time.
a location that's far. It's
Yeah.
fine. But sometimes it's like at the Armory, which is within eye shot of Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
So I'll be over there, just like stood there for 2 hours waiting. It's like
Could be working.
I could be making a video, I could be in a Let's Play right now, but instead I'm just,
Sitting
I
with
can
them up your
see
ass.
my office. I just can't be there.
I just got to make things happen and stuff like that. Whoever calls you in, that's their. I'll take it up with them. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, it's a million times better with you than when it was with him.
That's true.
Really.
Fair enough.
You
That's
are the
true.
worst.
Fair enough.
Well,
This is awkward.
was he worse than? No, yeah.
Yeah,
That was-
it was terrible. I
You
shot.
gotta have some sort of defense.
Yeah.
That was bad. I shot
really
a
awkward.
short the other day with
Marshall.
Marshall. Marshall was directing it, and he had an amazing shot list. It was just like clockwork. We were just banging out like every scene. It was maybe the most efficient shooting I've ever had for anything we've done. It was like the shot list was so comprehensive, and so it was not. We were never like, oh, did we get that? Did we get this? Do we need to get this coverage? No, it was like everything was just outlined and done. It was amazing. If you haven't done production, that might sound like the most boring thing in the world to you. No, it was awesome.
You haven't shot with me in a while. I have like got it down to an art. You haven't been on $1 million in forever, and I know it's because I'm not giving you enough head
Y'all asked me
time.
like the day before.
But I really, you should come shoot with us. I've made it to where Jeff enjoys live action shoots. I've done the impossible.
That's a feat.
Although the last $1 million I was on, I didn't know until the day before.
That was my coordinators.
Here, let me read this. Want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by NatureBox. Flavors. God, I'm reading. This is the most important thing they have to hear. I'm redoing that paragraph now. Thank you, NatureBox. Oh, that's the other thing I hate about iOS 10.
Yeah.
The race to, like, when now I guess the accelerometer knows, like, when you pick it up, the screen automatically turns on.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
You can turn that off.
I did. I immediately disable that. That's terrible.
Why?
I also made it so that
Because sometimes when it's dim or when it's dark, like I'm in a dim room, I pick it up, I get blinded.
Have you used like nighttime mode?
yeah, but if you
Like
picked it
sexy
up,
time?
I hate night
if
mode.
you picked it up, you wanted to see the screen anyway.
Right, but it's like I'm just like jarring. Like I'm not ready for it yet.
That's such a
It's just like it turns on. I don't like it.
Why do you hate night mode?
I don't like the shade of yellow it becomes. I don't like that.
You can set your shade of yellow.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh. Can you set no shade of yellow? Because I don't like
just
it.
don't use night
Right,
mode.
that's what I'm doing. I'm saying I don't like
But
it.
that'll keep you awake longer because of science and your eyes and brain.
I don't really use my phone in bed.
What do you do in bed?
I go to sleep.
So you get into bed, then you turn over and go to sleep.
Yes.
Right then.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Man, I'm
I've
on
told
my
you
phone
before,
for
I
like
can just
an
turn my
hour.
brain off.
What
And you
about-
asked me what that meant. And I
What
was
about
like,
Esther?
she hates it.
Because she's stuck awake on her phone.
Right. She can't do that. Most people can't do that. I will literally say, all right, I'm going to sleep now. Roll over on my side and then immediately fall asleep.
I cannot. There's no way I can fall asleep without having the TV on. It's like I have to have something that I have to pay attention to in order to fall asleep. I have to try to stay awake.
It's like my flight leaves in an hour and a half.
It was like 4 a.m.
Was there a TV on?
No.
No, because he was concentrating on his flight in an
Right.
hour and a half. That's what he was concentrating
It's
on.
just when you're that, or like the times just blur. Like you just look at your watch. You're like, yeah, I think my flight's in an hour, and it was in. All right, yeah. It was a dumb reason.
Yeah, that's a terrible, dumb reason.
I almost missed a meeting with a priest.
Eesh. Wow, you need to be on time for things, Brandon. That's
You want to
really
elaborate on
embarrassing.
that?
Nope.
You having an exorcism or anything?
Nope. I like to keep it.
You're not really elaborating much tonight.
Am I not?
You're Gavining us.
Wait, what?
No. Well, the meeting got rescheduled anyway for next week, so there's no follow up.
Priest was too busy.
Yeah, I'm going back to Monterrey, Mexico to meet with the priest because he has to like inspect me and make sure that I'm okay to get married in the Catholic Church. I have no idea what that means.
Do you have to attend classes?
It's a 4-hour. Nope.
Do you
No
have to
classes.
do communion and
It's a long
confirmation?
ceremony.
I've done communion and Catholic Church. I did confirmation in a Methodist church because
Do you get to pick a new name for that?
no, we switched to a Methodist church because it was closer to our house
You
and we
pick a
didn't want to
saint
walk.
Yeah,
What's that?
To pick a saint name.
I did
No.
it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What saint?
If you got confirmed, you had to pick a saint name.
Not in the Methodist church.
Oh, okay.
What's that? Like a patron? What? Go on.
I don't remember. It was a long time
Oh,
ago.
okay.
I picked Saint Steve.
I think
That's a lie.
I would say that's
There's
Steve.
no Saint Steve.
I think it was Saint Mark.
So I have to meet with the priest for 4 hours next weekend.
Oh, that's your class.
Yeah.
What happens if they don't like give you the
Just get
passing report card?
married
You
to
just
the
not
street.
get
Oh,
married?
it's too late. I'm sure they already got it booked and paid for. Getting married in the Catholic Church is insanely expensive and difficult.
Really?
Yes.
In Mexico?
Everywhere. It was easier to get married in a Catholic church in Mexico than it was in Austin. Like you have to find a priest to sponsor you, and then you have to interview him, and he has to decide if he
has
wants to do
interview
it.
You.
Yeah, that's right. Good call. And then he's like, all right, well, you have to come to church every week for a year and then do all this stuff. And it's like, whoa, buddy, look, man, let's show up and then you bless me and we'll call it a day. But
Is this for because you have to use okay, so does it work that you see a church that you want to use and then that is attached to a priest and then that's how that happens? Because I feel like with Gus, like he didn't have to do all that bullshit for.
It's because it's like the Catholic Church. It's because it's an organized church.
Yeah.
you got to book a
people-
priest, but the priest can go, anywhere you want, but you gotta get one. Actually, when we were looking to go in Austin, the only way we were able to find a priest is because I'm a UT alum. So I had to collect, that's one of the perks, the few perks.
Well, like a Texas Exes thing, or
I don't know, man.
just
It's a
alumni?
nightmare. Anybody who's actually been successfully married in the Catholic Church Hats off.
You're continuing to make me not want to get married. That just sounds like a fucking nightmare.
But you probably wouldn't have a Catholic marriage anyway, would you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what my marriage would be if I had one. I don't know.
Can I come to your wedding?
You
Just
be
have-
groomsmen
just
at my
have
wedding.
a
It's just not gonna happen.
Just have a fucking keg party at the park.
Let's do it.
Let's start a
Get married.
pact.
Get married like
Can I
that.
be at your wedding?
No, yes.
Can I
no
be a
ma-
groomsman?
No.
I
Come
mean,
on.
do I have to have groomsmen?
No, fuck it.
If your wife to be,
No, you want it to be a groomsman on the bride's side, though.
yes.
Yeah, that's.
I want both.
You're asking the wrong.
I like
wrong
being
side.
groomsmen. It's fun. You get
Let's make a
speeches.
pact. No matter where we are in our lives, when you get married, even if you're 40,
Okay.
throw an invite my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your end of
Is
the
this,
offer?
is this just like the Matrix all over again? Is this never going to happen?
We're not going to talk about that. And wait, but hey, but am I going to your wedding though? The same thing applies to you, right? Yeah. Verbal confirmation. Let me hear you say.
For sure. What's the contract?
Okay, it's verbally signed.
How many people have you married?
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5?
declare
That's not
5
bad.
more.
That's a
I've
good
done 5.
haul.
Mhm.
How many of them are still together?
All 5.
Nice.
I am 5 for 5.
Which one do you think is the most likely to break up? Are you going to do Bernie's?
He has not asked me to. No, so probably not.
Wait,
no.
did you do Jack?
Oh, I did do Jack also. That's 6 then.
Nice.
Forgot-
Wow.
Yeah.
You forgot your own one.
Forgot that one.
I
yes.
put my money on that one. I'm only kidding.
Jesus, no, I can't call. I'm not going to call anybody out. They're all going to be together forever because I'm batting 1,000.
Have you done any gay marriages?
No,
Should get you
Patrick.
down.
should be next
Huh?
on the list.
Nobody. Oh, okay.
You could do a gay
Well,
marriage.
this is the most appropriate time to do it.
Live,
heard one.
broadcasted from Austin, Texas.
He is engaged now.
I'll do it.
Dude, what's your fee?
A 6-pack of Shiner.
Can you do? Can you do an exorcism?
I cannot do exorcisms.
What
I'm
what's
not a
the
priest.
extent of your like priestly or?
I'm not a priest.
This is how it works, man.
you're
I can officiate marriage ceremonies.
you're
That's it.
officiating. Okay.
Are you also a notary?
No.
You should become one.
Why?
No,
It's
that's
just like
too
another
much
cool thing that
No,
you can do.
those
That's
reasons
too
are not
much
cool.
responsibility.
Why is that not cool?
Why is it cool?
Because it's like, hey, I need one. Hey, I'm one. Sup?
How often have you needed a notary in your life?
I've never needed one, but I hear about it. It's like, I know people here who are notaries. It's like, that's cool.
Yeah, Vaughn's a notary.
Is she?
I think so.
I think Emily is too.
No, they take it very seriously.
Yeah.
I think
like
What's
it's
it for? It's like a official witness of a.
you can say that you can confirm the identity of someone who signed a document.
Yeah.
Like they check your ID and then you
Why
can,
wouldn't you want to be that?
because then I would have to talk to other people.
You have to do that for marrying people too. Why did you want to be a marriage guy ordained?
I did that when I was like 16. I don't know.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was funny back then.
I feel like it's like being a Freemason, except today. There's like something like people take like super seriously.
Becca says that she can teach you how to game the thermostat system. Apparently you've got it all wrong.
Baller.
Oh.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
Speaking of Becca, have you seen the answers that are posted after each podcast that guy does?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
I don't remember.
It's awesome though. It's like my favorite thing to do now every time a podcast comes out is that this guy takes all the dumb questions we asked and all the dumb stuff we said and like actually writes all the facts.
Wow.
It's like super educating because it's really specific to all the things we just talked about.
Well, now I'm trying
It's
to
like
think.
really interesting for me to read.
Now I'm trying to think of questions that I have like lingering in my mind that I want answered.
Well, let's not deliberately give him more work.
Well, you know, if he's gonna be doing it,
All
you know, like I bet he's listening to this right now and he's like, oh, like, he's
Yeah,
enjoying
no-
it, you know.
None of us know his name.
He's oh.
I think I wrote his name down.
What's his name? Thank you,
No, I didn't write his name down.
Steve John.
We're probably really deflating his ego right now. We've read everything you've written,
Phil.
but I don't remember your name.
I don't know his name.
I think I live stream that meeting with the priest. He's probably never going to find out, right?
Periscope?
But you'd be interested, yeah.
I'd watch it.
You'd watch it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I've tweeted a date once and she found out like the day after.
It's really not the same as getting like married in a Catholic church in a small town.
You tweeted a date?
It was before
Was she mad?
my Twitter date. Nah, she thought it was like cute or whatever. We
I mean,
broke
I've
up
seen you
shortly
tweet
after,
at
but-
people who you're on a date with.
When has that happened? But
Well, I mean,
oh wait, maybe I don't want this information disclosed.
This got really awkward.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
yeah, no, I can't remember what it was. I think I was like waiting for it in a movie theater. I had a bunch of time to kill it because I actually showed up on time, which is total bullshit, let me tell you, because you're just standing there like an asshole waiting for the thing to happen
So-
when you could just be showing up like a little bit late when everybody's ready
You're on
for
time
you.
when it comes to women.
Yeah. So anyways, I was sitting there.
Maybe a little bit early sometimes.
and I
but-
was like
Whoa.
tweeting all these things that were, this is a good joke.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Thank you, Jeremiah, for checking all of our facts. Anyways, I was just waiting there and I just tweeted. And then I wasn't like doing it when I was like talking to her, but I'd be like, I need to go to the bathroom. I'd go to the bathroom, then I'd send an update tweet. Yeah, she found out about it.
You should just work out a code system where if you tweet a thumbs up emoji on its own,
Yeah.
that means your date's going well.
Yeah.
Thumbs down, not going so well.
No, if it's a
No ale.
weightlifter, it's a good date. If it's a slice of pizza, it's a bad date.
What
Oh,
about
that's
the,
a better code.
I don't know.
That's a good way to let the world know.
What about
Okay.
the poop with a happy face?
Is there a poop with a sad face?
Anal. I don't know why you're talking about live tweeting a date. Made me think about this, but Jordan Swears used to do something I thought was really cool, where if he was out in public, like he used to live in Southern California. If he went to Disneyland, he would find a payphone and he would tweet the number on the payphone and say, "I'm going to be here for the next 15 minutes. If you want to talk, just call."
Whoa.
And then he would just sit there and like answer the phone, and if anybody called,
Didn't you do that at Disney?
yeah, he would do it.
It'd be funny if you just
one
like,
time I called him. Like
stepped
I was,
away.
I was walking my dog and I saw he tweeted and I immediately called the number and he was like, "Hello." I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? It's Gus." He was like, what's going on? He's like, "Hey, I'm walking my dog." I
It'd be
was
cool if
outside.
he just walked away and someone else answered the phone. He's like, "Hey, that's for me." Give it-
Or it's like in those movies where it's like, I'm going to be calling this payphone. If you don't answer, your wife will die. Jordan's like, hello.
Like that phone booth movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
think
was
it's the
clearly
only one.
written at a time when there were no mobile phones.
It's fucking hard to find a phone booth now. I think there's one. It doesn't matter where it is, but like they're all gone basically.
They were turning all the London ones into Wi-Fi hotspots.
That's smart.
That's what I saw in New
Yeah,
York
that's really
also.
good.
Same thing.
Is there ever going to be? I mean, I'm never going to feel safe doing that. But is there ever going to be like a city-wide Wi-Fi? Do you think?
They announced it in Houston. Then the company who said they were going to do it like went broke. I think Earthlink.
Wow.
Oh God, Earthling.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It was like a big city. Like, how are you going to do that? Like, oh, we trust us, and it's like.
Yeah, they're gone.
Do you remember a few years ago at South by they put Wi-Fi hotspots on homeless people?
Oh
Do you
yeah,
remember that?
yeah.
You're
They didn't
shitting
put
me.
it on them. They paid homeless people to carry Wi-Fi hotspots.
If there was a system in place where you could, say you have a gigabit, and you could separate
I've got a gigabit,
and you could separate off 100 megs of your connection.
100 megs. I'm illustrating.
All right, thanks
I've
for
got
the
100
illustration.
megs and 900 megs.
And that then became public Wi-Fi that was completely separate to your network.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone did that.
Yeah.
And then that was the free Wi-Fi of Austin. Would you do that?
No.
But even if they said
No.
you get half price
No.
internet, you wouldn't do it.
Why would I do that? I don't want people using my internet.
But they
I
wouldn't.
don't care. No, I do not want to do that.
All right. What about this? You have a gigabit now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yes.
Say they upgraded it to 1.1 gigabits. Would you then give the
No.
0.1?
It's all mine.
What if it was only?
Is
It was
it-
only going to be used for like emergency
ridiculous.
services.
No.
Is it
like
'cause of a
citywide?
No.
Is it a security risk that you don't want
I
to?
just want to share with anyone.
Yeah, but
You were that kid in the sandbox
you'd be
that
getting
just like.
paid. You'd be getting a discount.
But I'd have to share.
Gus, do you have any?
So you have to share now. You're only allowed a gigabit because you're sharing with the rest of the city.
But that's more than most people.
Is it for anything like right now? If you have solar panels on your house, you actually make money in the winter because you sell energy to the city.
Right.
So if you had solar panels at least and you weren't using that energy at all, would you sell it to the city?
He's making money. He's getting something.
Yes. Because there's no way to really stop that anyway.
There's not.
Yeah, it's not.
What if there was? What if it was your choice? Then like Gus, do you want to give back to the community?
Oh, no then. I would save it all for me.
I feel like you
But you don't need it.
You
right.
hate people.
I would use it. I'd
With
find
what?
I'd plug in 2 treadmills and 2 lights.
You hate people and the environment.
Yes.
If everyone else except for you and Esther and your dogs were wiped off the face of the planet, you've got the whole of Austin,
not
the
the
whole of the
pug.
world
Yeah.
to yourself.
Not your wife.
Would that be all right?
God, that'd be so
Yeah.
awesome.
But
Forgot about
there'd be
her.
no services.
That does kind of suck. So I'd have to like grow my own food and stuff. But I guess you could live. I could live off of like canned food
For a while, yeah.
Yeah, you could just go
Non-perishable
around
stuff.
and slowly exhaust all of the canned food from every area that you go to. Or
There's
you
a lot
could
of
live on a
grocery
farm.
Oh, then I have to work.
You can go out
Yeah.
to Becca's farm. Just got out a bunch of onions out
Yeah,
there.
but the onions don't grow themselves.
They're set. Onions for days.
I don't think you'd like it.
I don't know.
You need people in your world. You should care more about people. You should give up part of your internet connection for my new system of free Wi-Fi
But
across the
if
nation.
I give up part of my internet, I don't get food.
What?
Like going off of your example, you say I need people. You're right. I do need people, but if I give them 100 megabits, that doesn't give me anything.
Well, maybe people would be more productive if there was Wi-Fi everywhere they went.
I think they'd be less productive
Why?
because then they'd be distracted looking at their phones and shit. There'd probably be more car crashes.
They could do business.
I'm doing this for your good.
They could be sat on their laptop doing business in traffic.
Then they'd be outside, and they'd be outside of my place, like, oh, this guy's got gigabit. It's
But
fast.
it wouldn't be them connecting to your internet. It would just be, it'd be shared. It'd be like everyone's beaming internet from all of
But
their
you
routers.
said I was sharing it.
You're sharing a segment to give out to the. Forget it.
Is there ever? I was thinking about this the other day. Is there something that a while ago, not like too long, like 5 years ago, seems like super antiquated by today's standards? Like, for instance,
The first iPhone.
Foursquare.
no. So here's my example. It's more of like a social thing. So
High fives.
stop. My my football team, we would travel out to this one high school, and their stadium was like old. It had like grass fields. Now most have like AstroTurf and stuff like that. But the visiting team's locker room, the bathrooms, they didn't have stalls or stall doors for the toilet. And I figured out that it was like a psychological thing to where if you had to take a shit, you had to do it in front of all your teammates, and that throws off all the focus. It was like war tactics. And then if you did take a shit, like, yeah, so like everybody's got to watch you. And if you didn't take a shit, then you got like shit in your stomach the rest of the, or shit in your system the rest of the game.
Wait. There's just not doors on the end. There's still doors on the side.
No,
You don't
there's-
just have like 5 toilets on the floor.
It's like urinal, toilet. And then it's
No
like an
walls.
open room. Yeah, no walls.
Wow.
So I think by today's standards, that would
is-
never fucking happen. They'd write an
Although,
article about that.
I would say that's a bonding experience. Once you've all
Yeah,
looked a
y'all
man
are
in the
on the
eye
team, yeah.
and seen him taking dumps.
Did,
Yeah.
did you all see?
You can't hide the face that you make when you poo. Have you ever tried to look casual as you poo?
No, I've never had the
How do you
need
look?
to do that.
Why are you
I
not
stayed at a hotel in LA once where, like, let's say I'm on the toilet right here. There was a mirror, like, right here, like a full length mirror, like
So you just
right in front
watched
of you.
yourself?
You're
Like taking a shit?
You're like, I can't look like at myself taking a shit.
You mean you didn't just stare yourself right in the
No,
eye?
I
like,
did not
"We're
mad dog
doing this."
myself while-
You
My
and me.
taking a
sister
dump.
at her old apartment, they had this like huge mirror right behind the toilet to where if you were taking a piss, you were staring at your dick, pissing, and yourself. And then I always
don't
thought
like
that was the weirdest thing. And then they moved houses, and then like they settled in and stuff like that. And I walked in their bathroom, and they hung a mirror in the exact same spot. And I was like, I guess he liked it because it's still there.
Yeah, it feels like you're rooting yourself on.
I don't know. He's
like, look at you go.
You were talking about, like, the antiquated football
Yeah.
stadium. And it made me think about something I saw over the weekend. Did you see, I guess, when Adrian Peterson got hurt during the game on Sunday? I guess,
I'm assuming that's football.
yes, NFL. He's with the Vikings.
I don't care.
Talking
You're the
about
worst job
He-
ever.
He got hurt, and they had to take him to the locker room.
Yeah.
And I guess, the Vikings have this new stadium. And they realized that the fastest way to get him to the locker room is he had to go through a restaurant in the stadium. So there's like footage of people like in the restaurant. They see Adrian Peterson coming through like limping. He's being carried by trainers, and everyone gets their phone out, to like film him. It's like, is it really that poorly designed that he has to go through a fucking
Yeah.
restaurant to get to the locker room?
Christ. That's bad.
That's bad design.
But it's a good view though, the restaurant. You
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
pay for
this-
those things somehow.
They got really close. And who's eating at the restaurant? Like, while the NFL game's going on, like, who's in the restaurant? Like, oh man, these nachos are really good.
Fucking
like, you're in a fucking
millionaires.
stadium. Like,
Yeah.
that's the most expensive food you could possibly eat because you have to buy a fucking NFL ticket to be there.
There are competing high schools in Texas that are spending like $60 million on a stadium. The other one's paid like $65 million. These are high school stadiums.
Allen, looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Katie, Allen.
Allen, I fucking love this. So I went to Allen, and I didn't go to high school there, and I'm kind of I love people from
That's a
Allen, but they
place?
also kind of have this. What's that?
It's called Allen.
Allen, Texas.
I
It's my
thought you were
old,
talking
it's
about
my
someone.
old, my old hometown that my parents live in, but I don't go to school there. Anyways, they had won state championships. Oh wow, he's walking through the. That's so sad.
He's going through a restaurant. People are taking
Oh,
photos
and
of
they
him.
got like he's getting filmed by like a Steadicam. That's not like some kid's iPhone. That's like
Right. Yeah. No, this is
NFL's
like the
covering
NFL
that.
coverage.
That's rough. Well, anyways, they've won state championship like a couple of years in a row, I guess, or whatever. And they got funding for this huge stadium, and everybody's like just jerking their dicks off in Allen because they think they're like fucking best. Their stadium didn't pass some sort of code, and it was like this millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff, and it's useless. Like they can't use it for a season. Because,
What?
Yeah, because
They can't just fix the issue.
I don't know. It was like some sort of structural thing.
I read
Someone's getting fired.
there's I heard
laughed.
I heard of a similar issue. In Seattle, Microsoft built that huge campus for Xbox, right?
I think I was out there the other day.
Well, they've got a huge like campus where like all the Xbox team is and all like a lot of first party software development. It's a beautiful campus. It's huge. If you've never been there, they've got like restaurants and stores. It's like a subdivision, right? Like strip malls and stuff.
Nice.
Apparently, when they were getting ready to open it, the city of Redmond Fire Department would not give their parking garage approval to be used because the roof was too low. Their fire trucks couldn't get in.
Ooh.
And they'd already built like this multi-level underground parking garage.
Ugh.
So the solution was Microsoft bought short fire engines for the city of Redmond.
Yeah, I guess that would be cheaper.
That is the cheaper solution.
Wow.
Is you buy short fire engines to fit into the parking garage.
What do those look like? I wonder if they're like tumblers from Batman, where they're like tanks. They're like little, like wide.
That's one of those ideas. They're probably in a conference room, like, damn it, how much is it going to cost to tear this down? Or like, and then some idiot in the corner is like, just make the fire truck smaller. Like, brilliant, that's brilliant.
It's probably like an intern just
Yeah.
like handing out mail. Just make smaller fire trucks.
Get out of here, idiot. Wait a second.
This is what we needed. All right, I want to read one more thing here. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by almost done with the third book in the Timothy Zahn Star Wars trilogy, The
like
Last
it?
Command. I liked it a lot more when I was younger. It's interesting to go back and
Yeah.
re-listen to it. It's like, oh, okay, like it's written at
Is
that
that the
level.
Thrawn one?
Yeah. And Thrawn's a great character.
He's coming back for Rebels.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. It's really, really...
You watch Rebels?
No.
No.
But I like the character. I like Thrawn. I think it was a really cool idea. But now it's funny, like listening to it now, since a lot of that stuff has been retconned, like this direction they went with the story, like, oh no, that didn't really happen, or that doesn't really exist. Like, it's all different.
I met Pablo Hidalgo, who's like the canon keeper at Star Wars. Like he's part of their story group team.
Did you get there on time?
No, I was late to Lucasfilm. That was fucking horrifying. Anyways, he posts a lot of tweets and stuff like that, and people are always like, "Oh, is this canon? Is this canon? Is this canon?" And I think there's like some kind of I don't know. His statement about it was like, "It's canon if you want it to be, or if you like believe it to be." It was kind of a weird statement, but I don't know. I think you were saying something about Thrawn not being canon anymore. Like it's just kind of like, I guess, up to you. I don't know.
I feel like there should be an
It's
official
short.
statement on what is canon and what is not.
Well,
But there is. Yeah. I mean, there's an official line. Like when Disney acquired them, they threw everything out. They were like,
They call
none
it
of that.
legends.
Yeah.
It's like in college football where they catch a school cheating. They're like, you know, the national championship you won? Nope, you didn't win it.
Legends.
You lost all those. And it's like that, but that happened. Like you can't really.
We lived the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone was
What do
cheering.
you? And it's like no.
You got to give the trophy back. And
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the practical aspect of it. But it's just weird to say like that didn't actually happen. And it's like, what do you get?
It's still boosted your recruiting.
yeah.
It's still,
You can't undo that.
man,
They send somebody in the past.
why? I was so annoyed on Saturday with how late the fucking Texas football game started.
Yeah, they delayed it to like 9:45, and those kids were playing until 2 in the morning.
Were you
And
watching
they
it?
flew out that night.
Yeah.
Why? You watch football?
I went to see it. Yeah.
What's
You were
wrong?
there?
No, I was watching it here.
Oh.
I was watching it on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it went to like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was fucking late. It's like I just want to be done with this game. It was a good game, but it was late. I don't want to be watching football after
Why
midnight.
don't you just record it? Go to bed.
It would have been ruined for me.
Just watch it the next morning.
It would have been ruined for me.
How?
I would have seen it like on the news. Like
Well, not in bed because you don't use your phone.
my whole life isn't spent in bed, Gavin.
Right. You're done. You're tired. You want to go to bed. Record it. Go to bed. Wake up. Watch the rest.
Right, but I would wake up. I'd like be checking the internet, reading news.
In bed.
No, I would get up. I don't have a TV in my bedroom.
Right. Get up. Go to the TV and watch it.
You should get a TV in your bedroom.
Gus, if I got tickets to the UT game, would you go with me?
Of course you would.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I've been to UT games.
I've wanted to watch. bloody Spurs play Crystal Palace.
Let's
over
watch
and
it.
over-
When are they
yeah,
playing?
bollocks. We'll have this conversation just like we did last time, and you're oh, it's too cold. I can't go outside. It's cold.
People just like
He's
dropping
worse
out
than
on
you in the Matrix.
Listen, it's gonna happen. All right, we've already decided the date. It's gonna happen. I felt really bad because Gavin and I did establish a date. We're like, all right, you're gonna come over Wednesday and you're gonna do this. It was always like kind of cheeky, joking around, and we didn't say a time, but you were like very certain about it, and I was like, I'm open that day. Absolutely, let's do it. But I had a shoot that day, and I went and I took a nap and I overslept, and I woke up to a text of Gavin holding the Matrix DVD with a beer. And I felt like dog shit. I was like, I'm so sorry. I overslept.
I feel so bad. I was like,
I'm so sorry. And I just imagined you just like kind of waiting around and then like eventually just like,
No,
all right, fuck it.
I only took the picture to be funny. We didn't really set a time.
March
I
11th.
felt really bad.
March 11th. It's the same exact time we tried to watch it that one year, and you were too cold.
Let's go watch it in the UK.
That would be even colder. What are you talking
Let's go
about?
watch it.
You want to go to the game?
Let's go.
You want to actually be in the stadium?
Let's go to the game.
Where is it? Is it White Hart Lane?
Crystal Palace is home.
Gavin, I'm going to send you a Google invite for the Matrix.
Send it to me.
It will be it'll be on our things.
I'll get the beers in.
What time do you want to do it?
8?
8 p.m.
Was that too late? Too early? Yep.
Thursday?
Well, let's not
Could we do 7? Because we got to shoot the next day.
Well, you doing all three?
No, just one.
Oh, you have to do all
let's do
three.
7.
Because $1 million.
Well, we
budget.
can't do. We'll be there till like 4 in the morning
Yeah.
watching the damn thing.
Yeah, we'll just do the
Well,
first
good
one.
experience.
And if we're feeling it, keep going.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Their website doesn't work in Safari. I'm trying to buy us tickets right now. the links do not work in Safari.
If we actually go, well, I'll be livid if I go all the way back to England and I go to Crystal Palace instead of Spurs. I can't do that.
What?
I can do that.
You can totally do that.
We get some beers.
Yeah. We'll be
This
hooligans.
will not happen. I would bet the price of the plane that this won't happen. Wait, the ticket, not the plane.
I'm about to make a lot of money. I can't buy tickets that far in advance.
How come?
There's the first excuse. Just wait.
It's not.
No.
How come you can drink in a limo? What
Can?
happened to open container law?
There are certain instances when it's okay.
Oh, is that why there's a divider?
Maybe.
Does that mean he's not in the same vehicle?
I don't know. In Vegas, you can drink in a taxi.
Because I feel like when you hire a limo, you're hiring the man.
Or
his car.
woman.
Like the government?
But he knows he can't drink, so you should be able to drink. But why doesn't that work for a taxi?
Party
Or
buses too.
An Uber,
You can do that in Vegas,
but not here.
not here. Texas has weird liquor laws.
Why do you ask? When was the last time you were in a limo?
I've never been in a limo. I was just curious.
You've never been in a
You
limo?
always see people like in the movies, like bevving it up with champagne in a limo.
Overrated. Limo.
No, limos are fucking great.
Yeah.
The last time I was in a limo, no,
It
limos.
just seems
Limos
like-
are disgusting.
seems like
Limos
the
are
biggest
gross.
waste of money.
Limos
Yeah.
are fun.
No, limos are awful.
Yeah.
Limos are best.
I was in Vegas a few years ago, and I needed to get to the airport, and I was leaving my hotel, and there was a super long taxi line. No taxis were coming by. Like, we weren't moving, and then this limo came by and dropped off some people, and the driver got out, looked at the line, and was like, "If anybody needs a ride, you got a limo right now." Like, nobody in the line moved. I was like, "How much to go to the airport?" He's like, $30. I was like, "Yes."
What?
I was like, "Absolutely, yeah, I'm getting in that limo right now."
Hard cut to you on the back seat. It's just like,
It was only like $30. I was like, "That's barely more than the taxi's gonna cost me."
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave right now. I will not miss my flight.
like who are the people who hire a limo though? I assume like bachelor party or bachelorette party.
I can tell you my story, what happened. So sometimes we get these opportunities with Rooster Teeth where a company will be like, hey, we need some social promotion, stuff like that. It's like, well, you can do this. If you make a tweet about it, we'll, do this, for you. So like that happened to me once, actually twice within like 2 months, to where they were like, yeah, we'll send out a limo and come grab you before you do this thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I ended up getting a limo to myself twice.
I feel like I do those all the time, and it's like, yeah, get an Uber here for like 5 p.m. and we'll see you then.
Barbara,
You got a limo sent to you?
Barbara set up something. It was like we were going to some like Scotch tasting event, and they had she invited like 8 people, and everybody was like getting like SUVs and stuff like that out to this event, and mine was running late. It was the limo's fault, not mine. Limo came and picked me up, and it drives me to the front of this bar, and there's this huge line, and then all like Barbara and all of our friends are there, and I get out of the limo alone, and they're like, "You fucking asshole!"
Was that one of the coolest moments of your life?
so cool? I was just like, yeah.
And everyone else was like, schmuck.
Yeah, because
Pulling up
they
in a
drove
limo.
like I drove a sedan here, you know. I was like, all right, yeah, and I had a limo all to myself.
Yeah, I can't. I don't really see the appeal of a limo.
I don't
I mean,
see.
all you need is one seat.
I feel
You
like
don't need like a
limos are disgusting because I picture
Jizz?
yeah, there's just jizz everywhere in limos. Like I don't want to touch anything in a limo because I figure everything is just like covered in semen.
That's the first thing I did as I masturbated in the limo.
See, I
I
don't
mean,
see.
if drinking is legal, then surely jizzing in your pants and jizzing across the limo is also legal.
Well, if you're gonna do it, you might as well get your money. It's like when you have a hotel with 2 beds, you only need one.
You jizz in the other one?
Yeah,
What?
I'm
get my money's worth.
I'm downloading Google Events to send you this thing. This is
So,
how serious I am about
You
it.
jerk off in the bed that you're not going to sleep in, and then you sleep in the other one?
Yeah,
Jerk
but it's
off in
like-
the bed?
I have. You don't jerk off in a bed?
Where do you do your most... What? Where do you do the majority of your jerking?
Bed.
Probably shower.
It's just
I mean, your penis is probably really clean.
Yeah, penis is clean.
there's nothing romantic about
easy
that.
disposal. I'm not.
There's no
I'm not
mood.
fucking romancing my dick.
What are you doing?
I'm
It's
just
like,
rubbing it until it spits.
Brandon's there, he pulls his pants down, he lights a little candle.
Right. I'm not buying it fucking dinner.
He has no idea what it's missing. You're just manhandling it.
Putting tiny bits of steak down your eye.
Oh, God.
You're taking it for granted, Gus.
Yeah, I am. I absolutely am because it's my dick.
Okay.
What's the weirdest place you've...
Weirdest place
Made it
I've
spit.
ever made my dick spit.
Say.
I don't know. I feel like I really don't have any weird places.
Off a balcony?
No. Have you?
No, I'm just thinking like what would be weird to do in a hotel.
No. I don't think I've ever really checked off like in a weird place. I'm a vanilla kind of guy. What about you? You have any weird places?
No.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm,
Gavin.
I'm also just not like a... I'm not into like weird stuff on my own.
Yeah.
I sent you an invite, and it has reminders an hour before, 10 minutes before, 5 minutes before, and time of the event.
So
we
that's for you, though.
So we cannot miss it. Well, it's for you, too.
You-
so that you
you'll-
know that I'm coming to your house.
You can set how often it reminds me.
Maybe. Maybe it's just for me. I don't know.
That'd be
I
really
think
annoying
you,
if
I
you
think
could do
you
that.
can, actually.
So
Like,
you could, if you wanted to, you could set one every minute for the day before.
I think I just did, actually. There's like 4.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're doing it.
I mean, I'm gonna be ready and there.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't happen,
It's on me.
all
And I
Again.
fully...
and if you're late,
Well, if I'm late, there's traffic and
Look.
stuff.
treat me like you do one of your women. All right. Be on time.
Okay. All right.
Or a little early.
Well, no.
I don't want to be
Being
creepy.
early-
I don't want to be anxious.
Being 5 minutes early is annoying, as it is being 5 minutes late.
You need to text
Be
me
on
your,
time.
You need to text me your address. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I live on 123 Austin Street, Austin.
So do you hang
oh.
out? Do you just like hang out in front of someone's house, like until it's the exact time that you should be there?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's weird.
I never
That's
want to be
weird.
early.
That's weird if they look out and they just see you there sitting in front of their house. That's weird.
I never want to be early or late. If I'm due to have a conference call at a certain time, I wait until it's like 5:00 and then I dial.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I wait till on the minute
Yeah.
and then I dial in.
Because that way I'm not just sat there in an empty conference.
I don't have to listen to the fucking hold music.
Yeah.
It's always the worst.
Or like
It's the worst.
awkwardly talk to the other people that are also waiting.
Oh
for the
yeah,
call
yeah.
to happen.
How's it going? How's it going in Austin? How's the weather?
You have Blaine, Brandon, Gavin, and Gus. Okay, on our end we have
Yeah,
all
and I immediately forget.
yeah. I
Okay,
don't care.
Great, cool. Yeah, conference calls might be one of the worst things in the world.
I don't like it when everyone's like, someone like throws out a question to the whole conference call and nobody takes charge. It's
Yeah.
just like
Nobody.
nobody says anything, and then you think, well, I mean, I could answer this, but so could other people. I don't want to go for it. I'm going to go for it, and then other people start talking at the same time. It's like, we just talked over each other. I hate this.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And then at the end, you always have the feeling of wanting to say, guys, did we get anything done here? Did we make any progress?
Yeah, at the very end, it's always like, okay, so what are the next steps? This and this
Yeah.
and this. Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Could have been an email probably.
Yep. Someone did a little drawing
Yeah,
of
that is exactly accurate.
Gavin's
That's
cat
exactly
sticking
what
their paw
Aw.
into. So
Can we
thanks,
put that on the stream?
thanks, Katie Castle. I'll see if I can do that.
There's a guy, I think think his name's Nate, that does art for just kind of the Rooster Teeth. He does it for Funhouse as well. Let's see if we can find this guy. Nate Boyles. And he did a picture of me that I looked at it and I was like, I don't remember taking this photo. And then I was like, holy shit, that's like a digital painting.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to commission that guy. I think I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do. There's this giant wall behind my bed, and I wanted to put a painting up there. So I think I'm going to commission a piece where it's just me, a portrait of me with like my hand like Napoleonic style, but with like a lightsaber and like maybe a Millennium Falcon. And I'm going to like send if he's interested in this.
Very you.
I'm going to send like all the shit just so I can
definitely
have
do
this
that.
portrait.
Why don't you get one for your girlfriend?
What?
Like a nice
Of
thing
you.
of her done.
No, of Blaine.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
Because
That's not weird at all.
it's just like, why would I don't know.
Like a nice personalized, like ultra custom gift.
For her?
Yeah.
He's saying one of her.
Oh, for her to have,
Yeah.
not hang above my bed.
What?
I thought you were confused about the idea of getting her a gift in
Yeah,
general.
no,
I
that's
was
that's
like,
cool. I should absolutely do that.
The only thing I ever give her is dick. We have that drawing I was talking about here.
That's exactly what it was.
I love that she even drew you dreaming of Meg.
Because the bottom of a paw is kind of soft, like lips. Oh,
The cat's like batting at your mouth, and
Yeah.
your mouth opens. It's like, oh my god, it's happening.
Like my cat is an indoor cat. He doesn't go outside because when he does, he chews my hand off. But so his paws are still really like kitten soft, and it felt really nice.
I just like how the cat in the second frame, the eyes went all red, like it was just like killer robot Terminator, like trying to choke you.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Let's tease what we're going to talk about in the post show, though, right?
Why?
Because
What are we talking about in the post show, though?
I don't know.
Normally, we don't know. That's the thing.
I know.
So,
What do you think
Blaine,
we will talk
tease what we're going to talk about in the post show. That's a great suggestion.
I want to talk about conspiracy theories. I like talking about
We
conspiracy
can
theories.
get into that. So, if you don't know, we broadcast the podcast live on Monday evenings exclusively for first members on our website. You can click on a link below to get a 30-day free trial. And our first members also get a post show. So normally we just continue talking for a little bit longer and, I don't know, talk about whatever we want to. Maybe stuff that we missed in the normal podcast. And that's what we're going to do after this. The post show does not stream live, but it's available at the same time as the normal podcast. That's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Check
for
out
watching.
the newest RT short. It's funny.
You did it.
Bye.